Today's my topic is weighted average cost of capital. It is also called as overall cost of capital. Again, some persons also they are notified as composite cost of capital. In the sense, a weighted average cost of capital, overall cost of capital, and composite cost of capital, all three meanings are same. Today's topic is weighted average cost of capital. It is also denoted as overall cost of capital. We'll see one definition on weighted average cost of capital. Here, according to ICMA London, weighted average cost of capital is the average cost of company's finance, equity, preference, debentures, bank loans. These are weighted, that's why weighted according to the proportion each element bears to the total pool of capital. Weighing is usually based on market valuations, current yields and cost after tax. Weighted average cost of capital is very useful in determining or deciding the capital structure and also in investment decision making. The computation of weighted average cost of capital involves the following 4 steps. First one, determination of specific cost of each source of fund. Next, number 2, assigning weights according to proportion of each source to the total investment. Third, multiplying the cost of each of the sources by the appropriate weights. Last, number 4, add the weighted cost of all the sources of funds. Whenever you are going to calculate weighted average cost of capital, at that time usually values are very important. These values in the sense, first one book value, next one is market value. Here first I wanted to very clear cut meaning about book value. What do you mean by book value? It is the value shown in the balance sheet. Weightage to each source of finance is given on the basis of the book value as recorded in the balance sheet. It is called book value. Another one is the market value. Market value means it represents price prevailing in the stock market for the securities. Current market prices are applied in ascertaining the weights. I will take simple problem. Here one problem is there. I will read out the problem first. From the following capital structure, EBC Company Limited calculate the weighted average cost of capital. A. Book value. B. Market value weights. In the sense, in this problem, first you must calculate as per book value. Next one is market value. Now, how much information is available? First, source is given, book value is given, market value is also given. Here source, equity share capital rupees 10 per share. Here book value is 45,000 and market value is 90,000. Similarly, next item is retained earnings. Retained earnings, here 15,000 is given in the book value column, but in the market value column there is nil. Now next, third one is preference share capital. Book value is 10,000, market value is also 10,000. Debentures 30,000 in book value and market value is also 30,000. Then some adjustment is given. The after tax cost of different sources of finance is as follows. Equity share capital 14% is given. retained earnings 13%, percentage is given, preference share capital that is also 10%, then debentures 5%. Now we will see how you are going to calculate weighted average cost of capital by book value as well as also market value. Now calculation of weighted average cost of capital using book value method. Here you see only book value columns. Here total 5 columns we have to prepare. First one is source, next one is amount, third one is proportion, fourth one is after tax, fifth one is weighted tax. Fifth one is weighted tax, that is very most important. Now first equity share capital we will take. Here book value is given 45,000. Directly we can write 45,000 in amount column. But the proportion is 0.45. Here we have to write because here 45,000 is there. That's why we must, it is 0.45 we have to write in proportion. Now 14% it is given in the equity share capital 14% and weighted tax is 6.30. Then here one confusion is there. How it comes 6.30 in the sense 0.45 into 14%, it works out 6.30. Similarly, same 15,000 it is given in retained earnings and same 15,000 proportion is 0.15. That's why 13% is given. We have to write 13%. In this situation 0.15 into 13%, it works out 1.95. Third one is preference share capital, that is 10,000. Proportion is 0.10, that is 10%. Here the what you have to do, 0.10 into 10%, it works out 1.00. Similarly, you take debentures. Debentures is 30,000. Directly you can write in column 30,000. Then here proportion is 0.30. That's why here 5% is given. That's why we can write 5%. 0.30 into 5%, it works out 1.50. Here what we have to do, in amount column all together it works out 1 lakh. And same case here weighted tax, we have to do 3 weighted tax. It is once again I will tell you how you are going to calculate, means proportion into after tax, it works out weighted tax. When all together definitely we can get 10.75. Therefore weighted average cost of capital is 10.75%. Now already your answer is weighted average cost of capital is 10.75% as per book value. Now alternatively one more method will test it, whether your what calculation, that is weighted average cost of capital 10.75, it is true or not. We'll see in alternative method. What we have to do, again we have to prepare 4 columns, that is one is source, next one is amount, third one is after tax cost, fourth one is total cost. Here first it is given equity share capital. Directly you have to enter 45,000. Next here it is available information is there, that is 14% after tax cost 14%. Then for this reason whenever you are going to calculate total cost amount into after tax, 45,000 into 14%, it works out 6,300. Similarly retained earnings is there. Retained earnings in amount column 15,000 it is given. In after tax, that is 13%. Here also what you have to do, 15,000 into 13%, it works out 1,950. Now third item says preference share capital. In amount column 10,000 it is given, that is information is available 10%. 10,000 into 10%, it works out 1,000. And last is debenture, it is 30,000. Here 30,000 into 5%, it works out 1,000 500. Then altogether what you have to do, simply amount column you have to total it, then last column total cost you have to total it. First we will do amount column, it works out 1 lakh, and last column, that is total cost column, 10,750. What is our intention? Weighted average cost of capital. Here weighted average cost of capital you must calculate with the help of one formula, that is total cost divided by total fund into 100. Here total cost, it is the fourth column 10,750, total fund is 1 lakh rupees into 100, it works out again weighted average cost of capital 10.75%. Now here as per your question, second one is the weighted average cost of capital, it must be calculated as per market value. Now again we'll make totally 5 columns. First one is source, next one is amount, third one is proportion, fourth one is tax cost, last one is weighted tax. Here equity share capital 90,000 it is given, and proportion 69.2, and total after tax cost, that is 14%. What you have to do, proportion is 69.2 into 14%, it works out 9.688. And similarly preference share capital 10,000 it is given, that's why what you have to do, proportion is 7.7 into 10%, it works out 0.770. And here preference share capital nothing it is given, that's why directly you take debentures, it is 30,000. Here proportion is 23.1 and 5% is after tax cost. What you have to do, 23.1 into 5%, it works out 1.155. Here what you have to do, total, first amount column you have to total it, it works out 1,30,000, and similarly in the last column, that is last column is weighted tax, fifth column 11.613, that is total it is given. In the sense here therefore weighted average cost of capital, it works out 11.61%. Here we will see another one 5 marks question. It was asked in the year 2014, that university is Rani Chandama University problem, section B question it is. Here one problem is there, Shri Basveshwara Company Limited desires to finance through the following sources. The information is given in 3 columns. One is sources, another one is amount, third one is cost of capital. Here equity share capital is given, amount is 2 lakh, cost of capital is 10%. Same reserves is given, amount is 2 lakh, again cost of capital is 10%. Third one is debentures, amount column is 1 lakh and 15% it is given. And preference share capital is also, amount is 2 lakh and cost of capital is 14%. Here calculate weighted average cost of capital. The solution is very simple. What you have to do, totally you have to prepare 4 columns here. First one is source of fund, next one is amount, third one is after tax cost, fourth one is total cost. Here in this situation, what you have to do, it is already given in the problem. Same first one you take equity share capital, the amount is 2 lakh and cost of capital is 10%. Here 2 lakh into 10%, it works out 20,000. Same case reserves, 2 lakh amount is given, 10%, 2 lakh into 10%, it works out 10%, total 20,000. Here debentures is 1 lakh it is given, 15%, it works out 15,000. And here also preference share capital 2 lakh is there, that is 14%, it works out 14% 28,000. Then what you have to do, first total, it means amount column you have to total it, it works out 7 lakh. In the same case, in the total cost, it works out 83,000. Again here one formula is there, that formula is whenever you are going to calculate weighted average cost of capital, here first total cost divided by total fund into 100. Total cost in this problem, here fourth column it is given 83,000, that 83,000 divided by total funds is 7 lakh into 100. it works out 11.86%. Therefore, weighted average cost of capital is 11.86%. Okay, now it is entirely section C question. It carries 15 marks and it was previously asked in the question paper, that is Rani Chennamma University, in the year 2016. We will see 15 marks problem. Akshata Company Limited has the following capital structure. Equity share capital 40 lakh shares of rupees 10 each, 40 lakh rupees. 6% preference share capital rupees 10 lakh, 8% debentures rupees 30 lakh. The market price of equity is rupees 40 per share. The company is expected, EXPCTED, expected to pay dividend of rupees 4 per share, which grows at the rate of 8%. Here, first one A, calculate weighted average cost of capital, existing capital structure of the, if the company is under 40% tax slab. Once again I will repeat here, calculate weighted average cost of capital of existing capital structure if the company is under 40% tax slab. Next one is B, also calculate new weighted average cost of capital if company raises additional rupees 20 lakh debt by issue of 10% debentures. This results in increase in expected equity dividend of rupees 6 per share, maintaining same growth rate of dividend, but market price will come down to rupees 30 per share. It is the problem. Now we will see the solution. First one, calculation of weighted average cost of capital of Akshata Company Limited. A, we will see first one, existing capital structure. Existing capital structure. First, KE, cost of equity, divided by dividend, ME means market value. Here, total, once again I will tell you, whenever you are going to calculate cost of equity equal to dividend divided by market value plus G. Here D means dividend, MV means market value, G means growth rate. Here D also already given in the problem, dividend that is 4 and market value is 40 and plus G growth rate that is 8%. Here 4 divided by 40 plus 8% in the sense it works out 0.08. Then here after cancelling, here 1 upon 10th plus 0.08. It works out once again, when you are 1 by 10 it is 0.10, now plus 0.08. Therefore after adding you may get cost of equity equal to 18%. Now next, calculation of cost of debt. Here also one formula is there, cost of debt equal to I divided by NP into the bracket 1 minus T. As you know, I is the interest, T is the tax rate, NP is net proceeds. Now here cost of debt equal to 8 divided by 100, 1 minus T, T means here 40, here it works out 0.4, and that's why 8 divided by 100 into 0.6, here 0.048, that is 4.8%. Now we will calculate weighted average cost of capital. Here weighted average cost of capital we must calculate as per the common standards. Common standards means first column you have to prepare about source of capital. You have to mention source of capital. Next one is amount, it is already given in the problem, and proportion, that is also, and next column is cost after tax. Last one is weighted average cost of capital. Here equity share capital is, in the problem it is given 40 lakh, proportion is 50% and cost after tax 18%. Then here totally weighted average cost of capital, it works out when what you have to do actually proportion is 50% into, you should not calculate again 18%, what you have to do 50% into 18, 18, it works out definitely you are getting 9.00. Next 6% preference share capital, that amount is given 10 lakh and proportion is 12.5 and cost after tax 6%. Then in this situation what you have to do 12.5% into 6, you are getting 0.75. And last one is 8% debentures. In the problem it is given 30 lakh and here proportion is 37.5% into, it is not 4.48, it is actually 4.4, it is 4.8, it is not 4.48, actually 4.8. When you are working out, definitely you are getting 1.80. Then here once again I will tell you, here it is 4.8 into 37.5%, definitely you are getting 1.80. That's why total first amount column is total 80 lakh and weighted average cost of capital it is 11.55. Here therefore your weighted average cost of capital equal to 11.5%. 11.55. Okay, 11.55% it is your answer. It is part B as for the problem B. Here a new capital structure. In the new capital structure, first calculation of cost of equity. Here again one formula is required, that is cost of equity equal to D divided by MV plus G. D as you know dividend, the as you know rupees 6, MV means market value, that rupees 30, and G is the growth rate 8%. Here just to fill up the formula, cost of equity equal to dividend is 6, market value is 30 plus 8% means 0.08. Here 6 divided by 30, it works out 0.20 plus 0.08 equal to 28%. Now next one is number 2, calculation of cost of debt, that is new. Here cost of debt equal to I divided by NP 1 minus T. As you know, cost of debt equal to 10 divided by 100, 1 minus 0.4. Okay, that again 1 by 10 plus 0.6 means 1 minus 0.4, it works out 0.6. That's why cost of debt equal to 6%. Now we will calculate weighted average cost of capital. Again here weighted average cost of capital in the sense you must put 5 columns. That first one is source of capital, next one is amount, third one is the proportion, fourth one is cost after tax, last column is weighted average cost of capital. Here first item is equity share capital, amount it is already given in the problem, that is 40 lakh, proportion is 40% and here 28% is cost after tax. Here again what you have to do, 40% into 28, it works out 11.20. And next item is 6% preference share capital. Amount is 10 lakh, proportion is 10% and cost after tax, here 6 is there, 10% into 6, it works out 0.75. And here 8% debentures, amount is 30 lakh, 30%, here 4.80 it is there, 30% into 4.80, it works out 1.44. Then here 10% debentures, the amount column is 20 lakh, 20%, 20% into 6.0, it works out 1.20. Here immediately what you have to do, make total first. Here amount column it is 1 crore. It is amount column 1 crore. And here the weighted average cost of capital 14.59. Here therefore weighted average cost of capital equal to 14.59%. It carries 15 marks.